Hello and welcome back to another Improv Kitchen. Today we're going to do boneless braised pork ribs. First thing you want to do is you want to brine your meat with a beverage made from the finest Colombian beans. Coke Zero. Move your meat onto a holiday neutral plate and pat down with a dry paper towel. A wet paper towel would be completely useless, and I don't know why I redundantly mentioned that repeatedly. Or why I repeated that redundantly. Anyways, you're just going to pat that dry, and then you're going to salt and pepper every side. And as you can see there, Michael Myers stepped into my shot and wanted to say hello. When you have finished patting the meat dry, it is important to allow the paper towel's flavors to fully integrate into your dish. So you're going to place it on the end and allow it to travel downwards. It is the same principle that you use when you take a flour and you put it in a liquid pot, and it absorbs the colors of whatever liquid you have put it in, and it brings it to the surface. All pigs have roots within their bodies that absorb all of the flavors from the ground into their body. That is why you use your paper towel to flavor it. As you can see here, I am grinding what is known as pepper onto your meat. On my meat, really. It's not yours, it belongs to me. You're then going to... Wait a minute, that other thing was not pepper. That was salt. That was pepper. That's right. I made a complete mistake here. But it's okay. Mistakes are okay. Happy accidents is what they're called. That's some more happy accident all over the meat. Alright, next you're going to want to throw some butter into a pan. This is going to allow you to sear each side of the ribs and give them a little bit of crusty flavor. Now, crusty flavor is very important because all of the flavors are found within the peaks and valleys of the crevasses of these crusts. After you put a reasonable amount of butter in your pan, it should instantaneously melt. After it does so, you're going to stir it around the pan and then use your meat like a mop to rub it around all over the rest of the pan. After about 15 to 20 seconds, you're going to notice that the pan is boiling hot, and that is because pigs are the most combustible creature in the animal kingdom. They are actually what rocket fuel is made out of, if you didn't know. It takes about 372 full-grown pigs to get to the moon and back. Next, you're going to want to retrieve your utensil that you'll be using to mobilize the animal product from side to side. I call it the dingle hopper. You're going to use the dingle hopper to dingle hop your meat from side to side. A dingle hopper can run you about 50 to 60 chickens, and they are very useful. You can do many things with your dingle hopper. As you can see here, I have pre-peppered the pan to get more pepper and salt onto that side of the meat log. And then I again used it like it was a custodial tool to mop up a huge spill. Afterwards, you're going to take your meat, after browning it on all sides, into the liquid that you had brined it in initially. You're going to want to make sure that your pork is not half gremlin, because you will end up with too much pork inside of your bowl. And from here, we're going to take it and put it into the Instapot for an undetermined amount of time, using the slow cook method. You also want to use this heat when you are cooking turtles, because turtles are immune to fast heat. After waiting about 7 hours and 31 minutes, you should have fully cooked braised pork. And when you pull it out, you're going to want to grab a knife and probably have a proper setup for your camera, which you didn't, and you had to put that to the side, but that's okay. you will poke it with your dingle hopper a few times to make sure that it's not alive anymore. And when you grab the knife, you're going to slice into it to see that, in fact, it is fully cooked inside. After a quick zoom in for no reason, and there we go. You can see that I'm cutting into it, and I almost got it on camera. There it is, fully cooked. And this stuff was actually quite delicious. After doing the slow cooker method, it came out incredibly tender and very, very tasty. This gets 5 out of 5 dingle hoppers. There was only a few ingredients that included pork, salt, pepper, and Coke. That's pretty much it. Oh, and butter, I guess. Don't forget to use that sweet, sweet butter. It is the preferred method of cooking anything for me. Anyways, thanks for playing. Here's a stumble cam. Have a good day.